All right. Good morning, Kenny. How are you? Okay, Bentley just hammered at the back door to go out. I'll be right back. Okay. What's going on? It's just you and me, Kenny. It's just us and a 2-gallon container of Miracle Whip. Ooh, that didn't sound good, did it? Whoopsie. Are you on are you on Facebook and YouTube? It shows me the hey Idaho Garden Girl, how are you? Yeah, it shows me a little F for Facebook and the little YouTube thing. How's everybody doing on this Reset Monday? Great to see you again. Long time no see from last night. That'll be a quick one today. So I didn't get to the office early today because I did get to the office early. Not as early as I wanted because we got snow last night. We got about 2.5 inches at my house. So, but then my snow guy messaged me yesterday and he said, "Are we still on for this year?" And I said, "Of course, yes, please, and thank you." And then as I was coming in today, I had a weird feeling. I texted him and I said, "Hey, I said, did you get to the office? Because I was not prepared. I didn't go out and get salt. I thought the snow was coming today. Anyway, I have no salt." And he said, "No, but I can get there later tomorrow afternoon, later this afternoon around 4. And I'm like, "Dude, for real, like you texted me yesterday saying, are we still on? Like, why wouldn't you be here?" So anyway, I'm a little annoyed. So I had to go out and I had to shovel and I don't have, I have no salt. And so, yeah, so I'm a little miffed at the moment. So yeah, you got about the same amount. I know, it was so pretty. Hannah went, did go snowboarding. So that was good. She came in like all the chaos, that's the chaos. So I know if any of you have kids, you totally get it. And for those of you who don't have kids, that's called the tornadic activity of your teenagers. So yeah, everything's a crisis, right? Yeah, I have a shovel as well. And this guy's been pretty reliable, but the problem was I didn't have salt. So normally I have my salt in my little bucket. "Hey, Uncle Al, how are you?" And but I have no salt. I have to go out and get salt. So so that's kind of where I'm at. Is I'll have to run out on a break, I guess. Just checking the schedule to see when and where there will be a break. Anywho, okay. Oh, okay, good. All right. I got a little buffer of time this morning. So, all right, you guys. So let's talk about Thanksgiving and let's talk about, did you survive? So did you survive Thanksgiving? And by survive, I mean, in yesterday's live, we talked a lot about stress and the stress of the holidays, going into the holidays. But tell me how Thanksgiving was. Was it stressful? Did you have to travel? Was there, did you completely fall off of your healthy eating plan? Or did you deliberately fall off your eating plan? And then when, based on what I was saying last week, you were preparing for that. Or did you not get sleep like me? So I didn't get a lot of sleep due to travel. Had to wake up early Wednesday, jumped in the car, headed to West Virginia, and then it was really dry down there, and you're in a hotel. So my sleep schedule is completely off, and then had to, wake up again early. I didn't sleep at all Thursday night. I think I was up for about 5 hours. I slept for about 2 hours, and then I was up till 4 a.m. So I don't know why. So again, traveling, hotels, not sure. And then, so then you just got to catch up from all of that. And So didn't sleep again well last night. Just trying my head to get my daughter up at 3:30 because I had a driver coming to pick her up at 4:15. So, you're like kind of in this, oh my gosh, this middle zone of I can't fall asleep because I have to be up. And anyway, so I'm still working on that, just trying to, get rest, So deliberately fell off, did not get sleep, back to better eating. Yeah. I don't know what it is. Did you not get good sleep because you were deliberately staying up late, or was it like me where I was going to bed still at about 9:30, 10 o'clock, but I just couldn't, like I'd fall asleep and then I didn't stay asleep. So yeah, I don't know. Not sure what it is, but either way, we have to get back on track, right? So even last night, I took a ton of magnesium before I went to sleep, but again, given my brain was still going because I knew that, and my daughter set her alarm too, but I still have to be the backup, right? It's still the mom worry of, is she going to get up and get her to her flight? So I also wanted to talk about with this trip that I took. And you think I took any video? I did not. I really needed to, but preparing for the trip. And again, if you have road trips during the holidays, just ways to kind of these eating hacks, healthy eating hacks, so that you can keep your health up on track. So, keeping in mind that you can do this whether you're getting in a car and driving somewhere, or whether you are, excuse me, just home, right? So one of the things I do is went to bed, could not fall asleep, kept waking up. But yeah, I know, just weird, different stuff. Nothing crazy, right? It's just weird, different stuff. Hey, Grow Big, how are you? Nice to see you here. Nice to have you. It was 6 hours down, 5.5 on the way back because my brother drives like a maniac. So yeah, so nice to see everybody. So what I did for that trip, I texted the family and I said, and there was 5 of us in the vehicle. And I texted everybody and I said, hey, I'm bringing road snacks because this is how I travel, right? I also know my family that, if left to their own devices, it'll be fast food, right? Maybe not my brother. And they'll sort of settle for that, where, maybe it's once in a great while. But to me, like, I'm never settling for Wendy's or, any fast food. I'm just not doing it. Well, he rented a not a Grand Cherokee, the Grand Wagoneer. So huge. It wasn't quite plenty of room because I had my Yeti cooler. So, hey, Prepper, how are you? That's what we're talking about. How did we survive? So I messaged them and I said, I'm bringing my cooler. Now they know my cooler. I bring my cooler everywhere, right? So I always say that everybody makes fun of me and it's the giant Yeti on wheels. So it's a decent sized cooler. And everybody makes fun of me because I bring, it's always filled with healthy snacks and food. And you will not go hungry if you hang out with me, but you will be eating healthy, yummy, healthy stuff. So I said, I'm bringing my cooler and here's what I'm bringing. So what I did, I had sliced apples. I had, oh, thanks, Uncle Al. Yep, please hit the thumbs up button for me. I always forget that. There you go. So I had sliced cucumbers, sliced apples. And, when you do the apples, you got to put a little bit of lemon juice in there. It keeps them from going brown. And then what else did I have? I did some some little slices of grass-fed cheese, the Dubliner. I love that stuff. And I had some gluten-free crackers. What else did I have? Oh, I had some meat sticks from my pig that I bought earlier this year. So amazing. Just fresh organic pork there is made from the pork. They were outstanding. So I just cut those up into little bite-sized pieces. I had some sliced ham also from the pig and just threw it out in the cooler with some sparkling waters and ice, right? So I'm kind of a freak about, I have to have ice in my water. So I carry this everywhere. You can't see it. I don't even know. It's my water bottle. Oh, there we go. It's disappearing. I don't have the green screen up. So there you go. Okay. So I carry this and then I fill this with water. I fill this with ice. And then I have a big also stainless steel. It's about 1.5 gallons of that I fill with water. So I have water on the road. And it's my filtered water. So am I making you hungry now? Yeah. So I carry my filtered water with me. And again, so I get in the car and we had to put my cooler in between. Hannah and I were in the back seat. My niece was in the way back because she wanted to lay down and sleep. So then, my brother shows up. He's like, "Oh my God, what did you bring?" I said, "I told you what I told you I was bringing my cooler and I told you I was bringing snacks." So that's what he did. And so then, of course, about 1.5 hours, 2 hours into the trip, he's like, "Hey, I could go for some cucumbers." And I'm like, "Okay." I'm like, "Make fun of me till you want the food out of it." Right. So, but we ate out of that pretty much the whole weekend. And then I had stuff left over. So then on our way home, we had food on the way home because it was pretty much we left Wednesday, came back Friday. So, we didn't eat it all on the way down and we had plenty for the trip home. So that's how you want to think about, preparing, and that you don't want to be on the road and getting hungry and then feeling like you got to just drive into a Wendy's or a McDonald's and grab, French fries or something like that. Or, some other horrible fast food. So preparing for the road, that's one thing. Now you could still do that though for home. So keeping, and this will definitely help you from, people are bringing cookies over, Christmas cookies, desserts. I mean, it's like your house, people just, giving cookies and pastries and all that stuff. It's like a love language, right? So people love to get that. So people will give me cookies. I will graciously say thank you. And then it goes and it'll sit on my counter for, ever until I throw it away. Sometimes I've actually thrown them in the freezer and kept them, and used them for another time. Marshmallow Man, I'm craving. Bacon and eggs would be good. I actually have I've got 12 fresh eggs in my refrigerator here at the office. And so I take that again with a little bit of the ham and put it in the microwave and give it a little, do a little scrambled eggs in the microwave. And no one should crave Wendy's or McDonald's or anything like that. It's like, ugh. So think about this as you start to go through the holiday season. Hey, Shawnee, how are you? Oh, very cool. Okay, make sure you get that vitamin D level. Make sure you get that number for your vitamin D. Also, a quick sidebar. When you get your blood drawn, there's traditional lab numbers and there are functional medicine lab numbers, which are much tighter ranges. So if you end up getting your labs back and everything's normal, I'm always like, depending, like, could be like thoroughly healthy. I don't know you, but if you're like, oh, but I know I'm not feeling well, or I know I have gut issues, or I know I have migraines, or I know I have joint aches and pains, signs of inflammation. If you know all of those things, then you should probably have them run them through a functional medicine range so that you can tighten them up and you start to see what's falling out of range. What is this? A Circle water bottle. They have the flavor enhancer pods installed. Well, let's look it up while we're on the phone here. So, or while on the phone, Circle water bottle. So what you can do is, are they plastic? First of all, if it's plastic, I'm going to say no. Yeah, plastic. If they have a stainless steel one, here we go, drink Circle. Hold on, I have to go close the door because Mr. Bentley came back in. What you doing, handsome? Okay, I'm back. All right, so think of filling your refrigerator with get easily consumable and preparable vegetables and foods like that. So get a big head of celery, slice it up, clean it, and just keep a Ziploc bag full of celery sticks in your refrigerator. Do that with cucumbers. Do that with apples. Make sure you put the lemon juice inside of the apples. Make sure that you have healthy snacks that are easily grabbable. And this is actually a really good practice anyway throughout the year, because it keeps you from actually reaching for unhealthy things. So if you go to the refrigerator, you have all this healthy stuff prepared, and you're just like, oh, I'm a little hungry, I need a little snack, then that might be a great way. You're going to be more inclined to go for that, rather than if you have to pull it out and prepare it and wash it and slice the apple. I can't eat a whole apple. There's just something about, like, I don't know. It's like hurts my teeth. I have to have it sliced. So for me, it's a lot easier to keep the apples sliced. Shawnee says, I'm going to naturopathic practitioner. So yes, there you go. Good girl. Good girl. Yep, exactly. Yeah, well, good. That's great. So it sounds like you're in good hands. Way to go. So keep those kinds of snacks on hand. Costco also they've got these big packages because we ate all of my homemade pig. So they have these big packages of grass-fed beef sticks. And so I'll take those and slice those into little cubes. And again, you've got them, they're prepared, they're in a little container, and they are ready for you, ready to go. And here's the other thing too. Garden State Gardener. Oh, I just saw you jump in here. It's the Marshmallow Man. So Joe, you drive an Uber, and these are things that you can do also. You're on the road. So keeping the freshly sliced veggies with you, good high quality meats. I don't do it as much now. When my daughter was younger, and then sometimes for this road trip, I just took the sliced ham that I had from my pig. But sometimes what you can do is just take it and roll it up into little rolls and stick a toothpick in it. And that's and then you just pick it up and eat it, and just roll them and place them into a Tupperware. And then now you've got them. You just grab them like little cigars and eat those. And that is a great way for you, Joe, when you're traveling around in your Uber to make sure, again, if you're hungry, those are the things that you want to eat. Because then what can happen is when you get home, you can just completely lose it, right? You just go, oh my God, I'm starving. I got to have something. So you must prepare. And it'll take a little bit of work, but you just take that one moment to prepare, and that'll save you for the rest of the week. So my problem is I always want something like cucumbers dipped in balsamic vinaigrette or celery with cream cheese. So balsamic vinaigrette that would be healthy too. You could easily do that. Just make sure it's a good quality vinaigrette, and that it doesn't have any, good vinegars shouldn't necessarily have a label on them. So like Kenny, there's a place in Milford called Acorn Farm or Acorn Kitchen, something like that. And they have legit real vinegars. And somewhere several months ago, I did might have been last winter. Anyway, you can go look that up. I did a video on vinegars and how to choose good, healthy vinegars, because there's so many out there that have additives, and it's like wine. They put these additives in wine, and they don't necessarily have to tell you. So you want to go to a good quality source. And you can get all kinds of really yummy vinegars. And celery with cream cheese, I mean, I can't fault you for that, really, because it's really good. And the fat can actually be really satisfying. So that actually, for Joe, that could be something that you could do as well. And but I would say make sure it's organic cream cheese for sure. And then there's also something you can buy called Lebny, Lebny, Lebne, so it's spelled a little differently. So it's a Middle Eastern, it's basically yogurt that's been, all the water's been strained out of it. So it's really thick, like cream cheese. And so you'll get all the good probiotics in there. So if you can find Lebne, it'll be thick like cream cheese, and use that. It's probably a healthier option, but make sure you find the whole milk version, which is much like I tell you guys for yogurt, make sure you get your whole milk yogurt. You don't want the low fat anything. Let's see. Yeah, see, I know, but I just gave you a little trick there, and I gave you a little bit of permission. Let's see. So Joe says, I need recovery. Your wedding looked amazing. Was it your sister? I can't remember who it was. Need recovery from a hangover, the wedding weekend, not enough water. I did eat a lot healthier than I thought. So I would have so much food. Yeah. And that's the other thing too, when you're partying like that, you have to remember to keep the water on deck all night long. Yes. Yes. And yes, Kenny, it's right in the middle of town, right in Milford. It's going to be on the west side. Great place. And they have great gifts too. So, this is also a great one. Uncle Al, squeeze tubes of pureed fruits, peanut butter, yogurt, the peanut butter, the nut butters. So you got to make sure your peanut butter is organic, and then that's still not even a guarantee. Peanut butter is like one of the most adulterated crops fraught with pesticides and chemicals. So really, really avoid and then the glyphosate. We've talked about glyphosate, the Roundup. You don't want to have, we all have some level of glyphosate in us, some level of Roundup. It doesn't go away. It is a forever chemical. So if you can get your peanut butter from a more organic source, much better. Same thing with your, getting the organic fruits, if you can find those. I can't do those pureed fruits just because it's it's a texture thing, too much like baby food. But if it works, right? So make sure there's no sugar in them, and make sure you buy the organic versions. You can get them at Whole Foods. I used to buy them for my daughter when she was younger. It's a great way to feed a kid, really great way to feed a kid. And then the yogurt, you've got those squeeze tubes of yogurt, but again, be really careful. They're really high in sugar. So unless you're finding like a pure yogurt, then those are going to break your bank. Hi, Homestead. I don't know if I said hello to you. Let's see. Can you get Lebne at the regular grocery store? I don't know. So, I think it depends. Like if you have a specialty market, but probably not like a Kroger or a Publix or something like that. I think you're going to have to go to a specialty store. If you have a Middle Eastern market near you, yes. And the one that I like is here, let me see if I can find it. It's the Turkish Lebne, and it looks like this. Let's see. There's a couple of them. Oh, look, this says Kroger. This one will work too. Let me drop this link to you guys. So this is actually, I just picked this up from the Kroger website. So there. Okay. Sorry for the big long link. I don't know why it doesn't minimize it. So Kenny, I was waiting for this. Yes, Lebne. Yes. So it's strained yogurt. It's extra strained yogurt. When I was growing up, my mom would make yogurt. Every week she was making a batch of yogurt. We ate yogurt all the time. And she would make a batch of yogurt, and then she would strain some for the Lebne. And that's what we ate. Like we never had cream cheese. we ate Lebne. That was our cream cheese, because she would just strain the heck out of it. We would put that on toast, and we'd put that in our celery. That's what we used. So, yes, everybody give Joe a clap for his sister. Congratulations for his sister's wedding. Looked like a lot of fun. Gives me an excuse to head downtown, maybe a little later. Oh yeah, the downtown Milford, it looks so amazing. So yeah, do that. I think they close at 5 though, so you'll have to go down a little bit early. Oh, Uncle Al. Oh, you can get your own tubes on Amazon. That's amazing. Thank you for that insight. That's very cool. Would you be able to hi. Would you be able to drop a link to those? What a great I'm gonna have to put that in here. Like put it in my list of things for people. So I love that. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And yes, Marshmallow Man, I love peanut butter too. But so I do have peanut butter. I'm not saying I don't eat it. I'm very limited with it, but it's organic. And I just won't compromise myself with a non-organic peanut butter because I just know how dirty it is. And yes, that is how, yeah, and sometimes it has the H, sometimes it doesn't, but yeah, but that would be a much better way, Joe, to use that rather than regular cream cheese. So, but start with those. Those are just super simple snacks that everybody can do. And you can also do the lebney in the celery. You can do that and keep that in your refrigerator. And again, just stack them in a little Tupperware so that when you need a snack, now it's there. It's already done. Again, it'll take you a few extra minutes, but once you do it once, now you've got a week's worth of snacks. So, hey, Urban Gardening, how are you? Nice to see you. And Joe, let me know how that works out for you. I'd love to. I think we should jump on another live together after you've done this, because I'd love some feedback. Like, how did it work for you? What was the easiest thing? What did you still find challenging about it? And what other ways can I help you? Because you're not the only person. I mean, you're the only person I know that drives an Uber, but you're not the only person on the go. This is for, busy parents with little kids, and they've got to take snacks in the car, and it becomes a really daunting task. So again, a little bit of work up front can save you a lot a little bit later. That was Joe's sister got married. So yeah. Okay. All right. So it sounds like we all survived the Thanksgiving holiday. Now we have to prepare for the upcoming holiday. And this is going to be 4 weeks of, not quite 4 weeks, but overindulging. So be super mindful. Get these snacks up on deck for yourself. So you're traveling with them. They're in your refrigerator. They're always available. So you are not tempted by things that are going to break your health bank. Okay. And also lots and lots of water, you guys, lots and lots of water, at least half of your body weight in ounces of water every day, filtered water, preferably. Make sure you're getting good electrolytes in there. And I use, show you the one that I use that I have in my water today. So my water is filled right now. I have a teaspoon of, I have a packet of this particular electrolyte here. So I have so much loaded up in my, all right. So I have that. I have a packet of that. I have a teaspoon of ultra potent C. So I love the vitamin C powder. You guys have heard me talk about making sure that you're drinking vitamin C over a period of time so that you can make sure that you're not just saturating your cells and then peeing it out, right? Okay, this that sounds amazing. Did you make it yourself or did you buy it? We have a place here that does fresh pressed juices. So that's actually, I bought fresh pressed juices also to take on the trip. And because juices are so high in sugar to begin with, but I like the fresh stuff. Plus it goes really well with sparkling wine in a mimosa. So the one I had passion fruit, coconut water, and something else. It was outstanding. Yeah. Yes. We started the rehearsals on Wonder. Thanks. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yes. So Joe's been super busy. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I love it. That's amazing that you make your own juices. And let's see. I don't want pasteurized or any added sugar. Yes. Oh, I love it. Same. Yep. Yeah. The stuff I get is unpasteurized. It's amazing. So there is a limit, and we say to bowel tolerance. So if some people can get loose stool if they take too much vitamin C. So I say start with 2,000 and start to drink that. If you can do that, I do 5,000 a day. But my body's used to that also. So, I have that, and then I'll show you, let's see, I have BCAAs. So I do take the branched chain amino acids, which gives me a little bit more, amino acid support, so that for muscle recovery and muscle retention. So I have that. And I don't know if I dropped that. This is the branched chain amino acids. And then I have one more thing in here. What else do I have? BCAAs and, creatine. And there it is. Okay, now you guys know this is my secret water. Every morning I do this. So it hydrates me. It loads up my cells with good, healthy stuff. Helps my brain, even in the absence of sleep. So, Marshmallow Man, where are you? You getting some good snow, huh? That's awesome. Okay. Saw something last night that juices lower blood pressure. Focus on what the sugar level. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'd have to see the details of that. Because again, they're so high in sugar unless you're juicing like your greens or something like that. And then you have to be careful with the oxalates. So, okay, gang. All right. So those are your tips for today. And I love it. I love it. I love it. Man, that sounds yummy. You're making me hungry. Makes me want to get a juicer. What kind of juicer do you have? Drop that in here. Okay. All right. I have people waiting. I have to go heal the world. I appreciate you all being here on this Reset Monday. So it's time to reset from Thanksgiving and preset for Christmas. So I hope you take all those easy tips and tricks and start to implement them just as a simple way to make sure that you're staying on track with your health and you're not breaking the bank and succumbing to temptation. All right. Okay, guys. And then we'll talk about fasting also, because this could be a really great time to fast. And then next Sunday's live, we're going to be talking about coffee. Thanks to Gil from Campanton Family Compound. And we're going to talk all things coffee. So thanks again, you guys. Happy recovery, Joe, from all your partying this weekend. And everybody, thanks for jumping on. Have an amazing Monday and a great week. And we'll see you Thursday for Chiropractic is Sexy. All right. Talk to you soon. See you. Bye. Thanks, Kenny. Thanks for being here as well.